Fernando Mendoza shredding up the Oregon Ducks defense to earn themselves a trip to the national championship. Let's go over some of the tape. So this is going to be actually on I believe it's on a 3rd and 4. Yeah, and listen, this is just a slot fade versus man coverage versus a blitz, right? And this is just an excellent job of Fernando Mendoza staying calm in the pocket. You know, he sees all these guys blitzing, but he trusts his protection and he makes a beautiful back shoulder throw. So initially you're going to get 3 down from Oregon here, but you're also going to get 2 second level defenders, I should say, blitz, actually 3, with one guy sort of hanging out here, maybe in like a spiral. So you get a ton of guys blitzing, you get man coverage on the back end, right? And watch right as this ball is snapped, he's going to check that safety. Okay, we got cover 1 man. We know what we got, right? So boom, he throws this thing. Now this is a really good job by this DB right here with this coverage on the slot fade, because you know slot fades are man-to-man killer, right? You usually have this guy on the upside or outside running the hitch, then you're gonna have the slot fade there from the slot receiver, obviously, but it's actually really good coverage. The DB does a nice job of sort of pinning him towards that sideline where like he's taught to do, right? But Mendoza's so good at throwing these back shoulder fades. I mean, look at this thing, the ball is thrown right now, ball is in the air, right? Check out where the receiver is and then check out where it's caught. Boom, right? Just an excellent job. Like, how do you defend it? Genuinely, how do you defend something like this? Just an excellent throw, excellent catch, and a nice job kicking things off here from the Heisman winner. Next one here, down in the red zone, and again, just another throw, just with excellent placement on the football, right? Oregon again running man coverage. We're gonna run a man beater here. We're just gonna run a slant from the outside guy, then we're going to send this guy to the corner of the end zone. And again, just a beautifully placed ball from Fernando Mendoza. So, you know, we take the snap and we essentially, again, we're throwing this thing right now, right? Like, we are throwing this ball to a spot. And look how he just lays that thing in there. Bloop. Little high, little outside, away from that defender. Give nobody a chance at that thing but his own guy. Beautiful stuff once again. Next one here, Mendoza showing off the wheels, right? Showing off the wheels. Oregon's going to come with a blitz from the secondary from this guy way out here, right? And Mendoza knows immediately when he sees this guy coming, we don't got a blocker for him. So we don't see anybody open. Guess what? We got to find a hole. We got to take off. And that's exactly what he does. Not the fastest guy in the world, but he's fast enough to get stuff like this done, right? And again, like if you look at what Oregon is doing, they're going to line up all these guys here at the line of scrimmage. And the center, right guard, right tackle are going to slide to the right. So they have 3 essentially they're going to account for, although one does back out. But Mendoza knows if one extra guy comes over here, we're screwed. And that's exactly what happens. And he knows he has to get out of here, and he does, right? So you can see from the end zone view what Oregon's trying to do. I believe this is one of the plays where they read the center, and whichever way the center slides, the opposite guy will blitz. And since the center slides this way this time, this linebacker is going to get out of there, and this is going to be the one that ends up, you know, coming on the blitz. But everybody does a nice job here. You know, running back steps up. Boom. I mean, that is how you want to pass protect as a running back, right? Just get enough of them. That's all you got to do. We don't got to sit there and be Trent Williams or anything. We just got to pop that guy and throw him off his course. So you can see the center, right guard, right tackle are sliding this way, right? This guy backs out, so the center ends up helping the right guard, and then we have that guy coming from the secondary that's unaccounted for. Mendoza feels it, sees it, and gets on out of there. Next one here, again, just another one of those back shoulder throws. You know, we look down here, we see our guy one-on-one. Okay, let's just send him up the field. And again, like, how are you going to defend this, right? Send him on a fade. Again, like, where does Mendoza release this thing at? Right now, ball's in the air. Receiver is right here on the 45. This thing is caught dang near at the opposite 45, right? And you just, again, it's not bad coverage at all. It's not bad coverage at all. It is just layered in there absolutely perfectly. Here we see it from the end zone view. Again, take the snap, boop, 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 footwork, let that thing go. It's just, you can't cover the perfect pass. Next one here, again, Oregon, you want to run man coverage? We're just going to take shots at it all day long, man. Like, have they not learned their freaking lesson by now? As far as the operation here, like, this is nothing fancy. This is our guy beating yours and the quarterback making the right throw and the right read. So we go play action. Watch this draw. Watch how smooth this is. Let me rewind that. So we go 1, 2, 3-step drop, hitch, and let it loose. Woo! Right on the head top. It's about what, 45? Boom, about a 45-yard throw on the money for a touchdown. with a trip to the national championship on the line. Come on, guys. Genuinely, come on. You know, Raider fans, hope you're watching. This is your quarterback. Next one here, 3rd down and 2. Oregon again, man coverage. Don't know why they're still doing it, right? But they're going to run a man beater. Indiana is. So, you know, this is just such a good job by Fernando Mendoza. So we're trying to run this guy outside, sort of, you know, create like a natural rub and then get this guy on the inside. But this is a good job with the ball placement, because if Mendoza isn't careful, this defender here can step in front of this thing and take that thing 99 yards to the house, right? The Oregon DBs actually do a phenomenal job of passing this thing off right now, right? But you can see the Oregon DB, he's looking at the man, not the quarterback, so he doesn't exactly know when the ball is thrown, so he can't really read it. But Fernando Mendoza, if I could speak, where he places this thing, he sort of throws it behind and outside, right? Instead of leading that receiver maybe into a hit or into a possible interception, he puts that thing right just a little behind, right? Exactly where it needs to be. Perfect. Next one here, simple, smooth operator, right? Out, deeper out, and we're just gonna let that thing rip, right? Nothing crazy, but again, 1, 2, 3, we take a hitch, let it go. A little bit of anticipation there. Ball's coming out now. Receiver just now hitting to the sidelines, but the ball placement again, right on the money. Simple, effective. And then probably my favorite throw of the night here, out route from the far hash with anticipation, right? This is one of the throws that you look for on quarterbacks tape when you're evaluating them to see if they have an arm capable at operating at an NFL level, right? And Mendoza, he does, right? Again, far hash. What are we doing with our footwork here, right? One, that's it. One hitch. Look at that. Look when he lets this thing go right here. Now, receiver just now into the break, catches it near the sidelines, lets that thing roof. I mean, perfect freaking throw. Look at that. On the money. Then the next one here is going to be a touchdown. We look to our slot. We see what looks to be one-on-one. We got the secondary linebacker here, or the linebacker, excuse me, sort of squeezed in here. So we know we're going to have some space here to our guy. And we're just going to run a stick nod and get upfield. And the DB just gets absolutely fried here. I mean, just a wonderful route. Boom, stick. There it is. Nod. Boop. Put our foot in the ground, get upfield. Mendoza once again puts the thing on him, and they scored a touchdown. The game was actually already out of reach before this touchdown, but just a beautiful job from Mendoza. You know, these wide open throws, sometimes for quarterbacks, you know, you ask them, hey, they can get pretty nervous on these wide open throws because you think it's the easiest thing in the world, but you know, it can get a little tricky when a guy is just wide open and you got to put it on him. But Mendoza, no problem doing it here. Last one here, we'll look at another touchdown for Mendoza, Heisman Mendoza. Just gonna run this little short motion. We're gonna sit right here, and then we're gonna send a corner. Doesn't like that though. He gets off of it, but he gets backside right to the touchdown. And I like it. You know, you don't like it, you ain't gotta take it. We ain't gotta force nothing. The game's a blowout. We look that way. It's taking a little longer than we'd like to develop. So guess what? Boom. Bring our eyes backside to where we got, you know, a guy running across the back of the end zone there, and we just rifle that thing in there. Don't like it. Don't like it. Turn our eyes. Boom. Shoosh. This guy reminds me so much of Kirk Cousins, right? And no, that's a compliment, okay? For all you Kirk Cousins, no, Kirk Cousins was a good NFL quarterback, okay? But look at him shoot that thing in there like that. Whoosh. Anyways, there's Heisman Mendoza, Fernando Mendoza, ripping apart the Oregon Ducks for a chance, well, not a chance, for a trip to the national championship. Appreciate you guys watching. Peace.